Hi. And before you say anything, no, this is not a Michael Jackson video. This is a Jeffrey Epstein video that relates to Michael Jackson. Why am I making this? Well, because it's just one of those things to clean up my page. Now, I will be giving you new information, so don't click off yet. But I hate the fact that I have two Epstein videos on my other channel, and then I mentioned Michael Jackson in two other Epstein videos, which I don't think a lot of people watched because they weren't related. Like, they were Epstein videos about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and other stuff, but I just mentioned MJ. So I want to take all the MJ stuff that I've mentioned regarding Epstein and just put it all into this video. I'll be saying new stuff too, so just chill. Anyway, let's start off with this picture. We all know this picture. We've all seen this picture. This picture is our first connection with Epstein, but it's a very mild one. It's literally just when Michael Jackson met him at his house in Palm Beach, Florida, and at the time he was just looking for property, met Epstein once, took a picture, nothing came from it, and that was basically it. The next thing I want to show you is this clip from my video called "The Epstein Files Have Driven Everyone Insane," and this is where I talked about how a lot of the fan coping was getting out of hand, and honestly, it was going crazy when I made this video, and it's still going on to this day, where fans are being like, actually, the truth is Michael Jackson created Neverland to protect children. And I'm just going to show you a clip from this video where I debunk that. Here you go, enjoy. So I've been seeing posts like this all over social media that Michael Jackson was actually using Neverland as a safe haven against Epstein, and a lot of people have been using Macaulay Culkin as part of that fucked up theory. You lying motherfuckers. I know some of you are just dumb, and some of you are also grifters, so you're just doing this for engagement. I totally get that. You know, you need that view farm. You don't really give a shit about the cause. You don't give a shit about Michael or the Epstein victims. You're just doing it for engagement farming. I got that, because you're all grifters and scammers. But I know that at least some of you are fucking aware that when Epstein bought his little island in 1998, Macaulay Culkin was already 18 years old. Do you really think that Jeffrey Epstein wanted 18-year-old Macaulay Culkin? So that's how this is a fucking lie. Fans have gotten to the point where they will lie blatantly just to defend Michael. And it gets better. Check this out.
I'll never forget that. Michael Jackson saved me from getting on a plane to that tiny island.
Oh, Matt, you're wrong. Macaulay Culkin said it himself. Matt's wrong. Oh, yeah, except that video is fucking AI. Macaulay Culkin didn't fucking say that. That is an AI video. You pieces of garbage are so fucking dishonest and desperate. You are creating AI. And this is not a one-off. I have seen hundreds of fans across social media using that video to be like, see, Michael is protecting the kids. And you want to go after Matt's FTR and try to pretend that I'm a bad person? At least I don't lie and fake evidence to defend Michael. Even in 2013, at the peak of my obsession, everything I said, right or wrong, was at least honest. Every word, every single word I ever said, regardless if I was right about it or not, at least I told the truth, and I gave the evidence that I genuinely thought was real and accurate. I didn't create an AI fucking video to defend Messiah Jackson, you cocksuckers. And I honestly didn't know that I forgot to say this in this video, but I guess I'll say it now. Adding on to what I said in this video, it's important to also note that Michael Jackson bought Neverland 10 years before Epstein bought the island. Epstein bought the island in 1998, and Michael Jackson bought Neverland in 1988, just so you know. But moving on from that, we're now going to discuss the other picture that appeared in the Epstein Files. I briefly talked about it in my video called "Hillary and Bill Clinton Deposed for Epstein Connections." Check this out. And I'm even going to defend Michael Jackson because it's not about thinking that Michael's guilty or innocent, it's about facts. Michael Jackson There were only 2 pictures in the files regarding Michael Jackson. One where Michael met him at his house in Florida, not the island. The other is a deposition with a victim who was interviewed about Michael and was asked, "Did you massage Michael?" And the victim said no. And the third thing is the picture that gets a lot of debate, so I'll just cover it right now because I got nowhere else to cover this. So, you know that picture of Michael with Bill Clinton and Diana Ross and his 2 kids and Diana Ross's son? A lot of people were like, "Oh, the media is trying to make him look bad by blocking out the kids' faces." Oh! Number one, the kids' faces were blocked out, not to manipulate it and to make it look creepy, but because they're kids. That's the reason. And chances are that the DOJ didn't actually know who those kids were. They just did it because they're kids. 2, I also find that picture very strange in terms of when it was taken. There is serious debate if it was taken in 2002 or 2003, and I'll explain each one. Number 1, people think it was taken in 2002 because it was done before the Clinton Gala performance where Michael Jackson performed Black or White, Dangerous, and Heal the World because of all the same clothing and everything. And there are even pictures of that performance with Diana Ross on a stage with Michael, including her son. But what's weird is that even though there are pictures of Michael performing Heal the World and Diana Ross and her son is on stage with him, if you watch the video of Heal the World, they're not on stage with him. And I have no idea why. Like, that genuinely confused me. Like, why is there a picture? So I'll just pop in here because I actually did make a mistake in this video. I didn't understand. I don't know why I didn't know this, but the truth is I didn't. Because I had seen the Heal the World video many years ago. It's not a new video. It's been on YouTube for a long time. And I didn't realize that the video was rehearsal. So, the video is rehearsal, and that's why Diana Ross and her son aren't on stage. I even got this comment helping me clear it up. The picture was taken on April 24th, 2002, before the performance. There are other pictures of Jackson and Clinton, and even a photo shoot from the same day. There are pictures of the Heal the World performance with Ross, but there is no video of the performance. There's only a video of the rehearsal, where Ross wasn't present. And the picture that's in the files was likely given to or obtained by Epstein from Clinton, since the alternative shot was taken by another photographer, meaning Epstein wasn't present. And you'll see in a minute why he brought that up. But yeah, I mean, if you go to the video... So this is the video of said performance, but this is actually the rehearsal, and even though I've seen this video for many years, I didn't realize that this was actually rehearsal and not the performance, because when I saw this and thought it was the performance, I was like, wait a second, why isn't Ross on stage? And then I learned later that it's the rehearsal. And then in terms of the actual performance, here you go. This is the real performance with Diana Ross on stage and yada yada, all cleared up. But yeah, let's move on with what I was saying in this video. Picture of it, but if you watch the Heal the World performance, they're not on stage. Like, what? That's something I actually want. I know I hate fans, but I actually want a fan to comment and explain that one. It means that either A, and thank you to that fan for commenting, the picture of Diana Ross and her kid on stage with them is photoshopped, or B, it means that the performance at the actual DNC fundraiser was the real thing, but the picture was just a rehearsal. I don't know which one it is. Exact opposite. The picture was the real performance, and the video was the rehearsal. Wow, I really had that backwards. Is rehearsal or fake? The only thing I do know is that in the official DNC fundraiser Heal the World performance, Diana Ross and her son are not on stage with him, but they are in photos, which is very strange. I do apologize for that mistake. And the last thing to point out is if that picture actually belongs in the files. According to the DOJ, that picture was in the files, but people are saying... So here's my theory on how the picture got into the files, but again, in contrast with what this guy thinks. To be fair, I don't know if this person is right, claiming that Epstein got the picture from Clinton and that's why it's in the files. Maybe he's right, I don't know. But either way, here's why my theory on it. That it's got nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, here's the thing. If it's got nothing to do with Epstein, why is that picture in the files? Like, seriously, I'm being literal. How did the picture get into the files if it's got nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Like, I don't understand how that's even possible. My theory is this. Perhaps maybe it was Jeffrey Epstein who took the picture. Now, of course, I have no proof of this, but the only way that that picture could reasonably be in the files is if Jeffrey's the one who took the picture. Now, based on my theory versus that comment's theory, my theory being that Epstein's the one who took the picture, and his theory being that Epstein got it from Clinton, if I make an assumption based on which theory makes more sense, I'd probably go with the commenter. I think I'd go with the commenter that the reason why it's in the Epstein files is because after the picture was taken, one copy was given to Michael, one copy was given to Bill Clinton. I guess Bill Clinton gave it to Epstein, and then boom, it appears in the files. Neither my theory or his theory is confirmed as far as I know, but in terms of which one makes more sense, I'm going to go with the commenter. The next thing I'm going to show you is, guess what? New content! I know, we're like 10 minutes in and we finally have something new to show in this video. There actually is an Epstein file that literally mentions Michael Jackson and even Frank Cascio. Now, granted, this file is not about Jeffrey Epstein, but it was in the Epstein files for whatever reason. And also, if you want to read this file, please click the link down below. I will put the link to this file in the description, but I'll just show you the beginning. I was associated with MJ's organization roughly from November 20... Just so you know, these are typos. Listen to this. From November 2022 to October 2023, the Michael Jackson trial where I was noted as an unindicted co-conspirator, November 2023 to June 2025, when the trial ended. So, very obvious typos. I don't think it's 2022, 23, and 25. I think what they mean is 2002, 2003, and 2005. So, typos as far as I can tell. But anyway, I would like an investigation into the circumstances that surround me. We don't know who wrote this, because this is not written by Epstein, Michael, or Frank Cascio. It's written by somebody about Frank and Michael, and then put in the Epstein files for some reason. I have legally obtained information regarding MJ that is a concern to the FBI and the American people. I would like to provide assistance to the FBI in uncovering the facts that surround MJ, his operational scheme, and insight into potential molestations, one being a former friend, Frank Cascio, who lives in California at this time. And they include pictures. This entire document is 16 pages, but it's actually really short because most of it is photos. I don't really know what this file even means, to be honest with you, but if it has some kind of meaning, you're more than welcome to click the link down below and investigate it for yourself. Let me know if you find anything that I didn't. And the last thing we're going to do in this video is I'm going to re-edit and put in here my old Michael Jackson Epstein Connections video from 2023. I made this video over 3 years ago regarding a deposition with one of Epstein's victims. Here's that video. MJ's name has surfaced in recently unsealed court documents tied to accused trafficker Epstein. Though the late pop star was not necessarily accused of any wrongdoing in the documents, the files, which were unsealed late Wednesday, January 3rd, are part of the 2015 lawsuit victim Virginia against Epstein's girlfriend. So now, the deposition says, "Did you ever meet anybody famous when you were there with Jeffrey?" "I met Michael Jackson," the witness responded, "at his house in Palm Beach, at Jeffrey's house in Palm Beach." Macaulay also asked whether the witness had given Jackson a massage, which she denied doing. Later during the deposition, Laura Menninger, an attorney for Maxwell, followed up the line of questioning regarding the 13-time... "You were asked about the famous people. You said you met Michael Jackson?" Once again, the witness confirmed she had met the musician and denied one more ever having given him a massage. There are no allegations of any wrongdoing on Jackson's part in the documents. So it's important to note that you guys know me. Ever since 2005, I have always been open to the possibility of Michael being guilty. Did Michael go to the island? Perhaps. Did Michael actually touch anybody? Perhaps. Does this right here prove that he didn't touch anybody? No, it doesn't. All it does for this is for the people who are anti-Michael Jackson and the people who are MJ fans. All this deposition proves is that this one particular victim that the case was about denied giving Michael Jackson a massage or doing anything sexual, We can confirm that. But that's just this is about one person. People seem to be forgetting that this one individual does not correlate with every single victim who came to the fucking island. This is one potential victim. One person. So again, this doesn't prove that Michael's guilty, and it doesn't prove that Michael's innocent either. It's just this particular case. So, did Michael do anything with this victim and the whole massage thing? No, he did not. But could he have done things with other victims? I don't fucking know. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed all that. That's pretty much all of the Michael Jackson and Epstein connections that I know about. And yeah, again, this is not a Michael Jackson video. This is part of my Epstein series, okay? All right. Bye.